Most terrifying urban legends by state. Welcome back, everybody. For the first time ever, we're going to be counting down the most terrifying urban legends by state. That means that this will be an epic 50-part series where I go through every state and tell the most horrifying urban legend from that area. I've collected all of these from Reddit threads where people talk about scary things that have happened in their state or city. So with that being said, let's count down the most terrifying urban legends by state. Number 10, Alabama, the Hookman. In a large city in Alabama, there was a serial killer who would attack couples in their cars. He did this by hitting the window of their car with a hook, hence the name. If you were parked in a secluded area and the lights were off, you could guarantee that you would be his next victim. There was even a song made about him called The Hook by Tracy Bird. Number 9, Alaska, the Tunnel of Death. Now, a lot of people think that when you move to Alaska, you get away from everything. You can just start a new life up north. Unfortunately, it doesn't always work like that. For one thing, your past might follow you. For another, whatever follows you might be better off not knowing about. According to the old folklore in Alaska, there's a tunnel, appropriately named the Tunnel of Death, where ghosts come out at night and drag people inside. Some believe that these ghosts are former miners, while others say that they're hitchhikers looking for a ride. Whatever the case may be, make sure you don't get trapped inside the tunnel, because nobody who has entered has ever returned. Number 8, Arizona, the Lady in White. This is one of those creepypasta stories that I find so interesting. But before we continue, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. We're so close to reaching 2 million subscribers, and none of that would be possible without you guys. So thank you so much, and now let's continue. Okay? So this one is actually pretty well known, and I believe that a lot of you already know this one, but it's still a good one. The Lady in White is supposedly the ghost of a woman who was killed by her husband after she had an affair with a mining engineer. Her body was then buried underneath the Goldwater Bridge. It's said that her spirit still haunts the bridge, often appearing as a white light in the rearview mirrors of cars driving over the bridge. Those who see the light are warned to beware, because death will soon follow. One local legend even says that if you pass by the apparition and honk your horn 3 times, she'll appear in your rearview mirror and reach out her hand. Supposedly, this is an invitation for you to join her in the afterlife. Number 7, Arkansas, the Phantom Hitchhiker. Now, this one sounds pretty familiar because we've heard similar stories in the past. I mean, how many people have died in the back seat of my car? I don't even want to think about it. Anyway, the story goes that if you're driving along Highway 70 between Little Rock and Pine Bluff, you'll likely see a lone hitchhiker walking alongside the road. If you pick him up he'll ask you to take him to a specific gas station. After you drop him off, he'll pay you back by vanishing into thin air. Or you can choose to keep him around as long as you don't mind having an extra set of eyes watching you while you sleep. Now, it's believed that the hitchhiker is the ghost of a Vietnam veteran who tragically took his own life after returning home from the war. Number 6. California, the woman in black. Back in the early 1900s, San Francisco was going through a building boom. A man named James Kingdon moved to the city with dreams of making his fortune. However, he quickly found that his money was running out, and he needed a new source of income. Soon enough, he met a mysterious woman wearing all black who offered him a proposition. She wanted to rent an apartment above the Palace Market, and, in exchange, she'd pay him $300 per month. And, unlike other women who he had dealings with, she paid in cash. James took the deal, but the second that she left, he went to investigate the room. As he was opening the door, he noticed a strange black vapor coming from the room. When he entered, he realized that the room was completely empty, except for a black bag sitting in the corner. When he opened the bag, he saw some bones and immediately ran out of the room, leaving the door open behind him. Not long after, people began hearing strange noises coming from the room, and a foul odor filled the halls. It was then that James realized that he had rented the room to a witch, and now that he had broken her seal, she would haunt him forever. Number 5. Colorado, the Loveland Frog Monster. Now, I think we can all agree that if you see a frog monster, you should stay away. Maybe that's why I haven't seen one yet. Anyway, the Loveland Frog Monster was first reported in 1951 by a police officer. According to his report, he saw a humanoid creature covered in warts who appeared to be hopping around the city. Over the years, there have been many sightings of the beast, including one in the 1980s where 2 girls claimed to have been chased through the woods by the monster. They said that it tried to grab them, but it slipped on the mud, allowing the girls to escape. Number 4. Connecticut, the ghost ship. Now, this story is actually really sad. It's believed that the ghost of a ship called the Rebecca is haunting the shore of Old Lyme. The captain of the ship planned to sail to London with his cargo of lumber. But upon arrival, he discovered that lumber prices had dropped significantly. And since he didn't have any money to unload his goods, he decided to sail back to New England. However, during the trip, he fell ill and died before reaching the shore. His body was buried at sea, and the ship was abandoned. It's said that to this day, the ghost of the ship can be seen washed ashore in Lyme. Number 3. Delaware, the Hookman. This story is very similar to the Hookman from Alabama. Only instead of attacking couples in their car, he goes after lone women walking home at night. Just like the other hookman, he lets his victims know that he's there by knocking on cars or knocking on their house. But if you answer the door, you're doomed. The hookman will use his hook to murder you and add your soul to his collection. Number 2. Florida, the Gator Man. Now, if you live in Florida, you're probably used to seeing gators everywhere. I mean, we've heard countless stories of gators going after humans, so this is nothing new. But what is new is this one particular gator who lives near Tampa Bay. This gator is said to be a cannibal who targets boaters. It's said that he lives in a hole underneath a bridge, and that he ambushes boaters at night. Number 1. Georgia, the Goat Man. I feel like we've spent 80% of our time talking about monsters. And to be honest, that's fine with me, because I love learning about these things. Anyway, the Goat Man is said to live in the woods surrounding Atlanta. Many people claim that they've seen him, but no one has been able to capture him on camera. It's said that he looks like a goat and that he can breathe fire. All right, everybody, that's all for part 1 of this series. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you don't miss part 2. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out my podcast. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.